SOFI Technologies stock could bring a second-half surprise this year. Morgan Stanley analysts issued a sell rating on SOFI Technologies stock. However, SOFI Technologies should benefit from the easing of inflation. Investors might consider owning a few shares of SOFI Technologies stock. Let's dive in. The SOFI Technologies stock rally. Here's why this comeback kid could thrive in 2023's second half. Welcome to Timely Investment Research. The first half of 2023 was a challenging time for the banking sector. However, SOFI Technologies survived the upheaval and is now gaining favor among investors. There are no guarantees, but SOFI Technologies stock could be in the beginning stages of a longer-term rally and should appeal to risk-tolerant financial traders. It's true, as we'll see, that one prominent big bank analyst firm isn't very optimistic about SOFI Technologies. But then, SOFI and the big banks never really had the same vision and objectives. Indeed, SOFI Technologies is on a mission to disrupt and replace the traditional banking system as we know it. Thus, SOFI Technologies stock may be appropriate for investors who will take a chance on a truly unique fintech firm. Looking beyond the SOFI Technologies stock downgrade. As we've previously reported, Morgan Stanley analyst Jeffrey Adelson downgraded SOFI shares to an underweight rating. This is like a sell rating and is based on the claim that SOFI Technologies increasingly like a bank, and therefore needs to be valued more like a bank. Adelson is in the minority, as most analysts don't rate SOFI Technologies stock as a sell or equivalent. More typical is Stephens analyst Vincent Caintic, who initiated his coverage of the stock with an equal weight rating, which is like a hold rating. What Adelson and some other analysts don't seem to recognize is that SOFI Technologies shouldn't be compared to traditional banks. Just because SOFI has a banking charter doesn't mean it's run similarly to older banks. Take a glance at SOFI Technologies' website, and you'll see that the company appeals to a younger demographic. There's a consistent emphasis on helping young students manage their debt burden. Plus, SOFI represents the next generation of personal finance as it's truly a one-stop shop for novice bankers. Cooling inflation is a boon for SOFI Technologies. Investors who agree with Adelson's assessment might want to stick to big bank stocks. That's a lower volatility approach, and SOFI Technologies stock is a fast mover, so it's not appropriate for all portfolios. SOFI Technologies has an external tailwind as easing inflation. As you may be aware, annual consumer price index growth fell to 3% in June. Annual core personal consumption expenditures growth declined to 4.1% in June. This is the slowest core PCE growth rate since September 2021. Inflation is cooling down, and that's great news for SOFI Technologies and its stakeholders. The market knows this, and it pushed SOFI Technologies stock up 5% on July 28, right after the announcement of the PCE growth rate. Lower inflation means that consumers have more spending power. They're in a better position to take out mortgage loans, which SOFI can help them with, or to travel or start investing. SOFI can help with those activities as well. SOFI Technologies stock could be a bet on lower inflation. There's no way to predict the future course of inflation. However, if you expect inflation to remain under control, consider this. SOFI Technologies should thrive during the coming quarters if consumers aren't encumbered by high inflation. Investors shouldn't try to compare SOFI Technologies to traditional banks. Instead, value the company on its own merits. SOFI's uniqueness is its strength. SOFI Technologies stock is not right for every investor. Only consider a share position if you're on board with SOFI's unusual and disruptive vision. Just maybe, SOFI Technologies will provide surprisingly powerful returns to its stakeholders in 2023's second half. Thanks for spending some time with us today, Timely Investment Research. We're so glad you did. If you found value in today's video, please give us a like, hit that bell icon to never miss an upload, and hey, don't forget to subscribe.